We have a lot of information to give my sister here, Shoshana, all right? And also I'm gonna need my Yashra'al Sadiqa to come up to also help me with some of the explanations that's gonna be going on within the next couple of weeks. And then after that, we're going to need More, we're going to need Rob, Zakane, we're going to need Sister Shai and Sister Karan to actually, we're going to have to get together and talk about a few things here regarding Pesach. Now, as Sister Shoshana is saying now, Pesach is April the 3rd. April the 3rd is Pesach. Aisha, she found a nice place called Ashton Gardens. Hold up, Ashton Gardens. And actually now is that she actually found the place, all right? Because initially we had wanted to do it at Stone Mountain, but that didn't, transpire. But this place here is lovely. I mean, this is a ball-type place. All of the bells and whistles. And we'll explain a little bit more in the meeting that we're going to have a little bit later on. But just to give you a quick note now, though, is that the price for the event is going to be $115 per person. Children under 6 eat for free. The $115 is going to include 2 meals. One meal is going to be the Passover meal. The second meal is going to be the welcoming the body into the Feast of Unleavened Bread. And so we'll get into that a little bit more. The feast is going to be very, very important. Everybody knows that the festivals are coming up every single year. Okay, everybody knows that because nobody here is a novice. Meaning this, there's rules and regulations to this place that we're going to be renting out. And what we're going to need now, per person, okay, next Saturday is the 17th, is it?
Yes, it is.
And the following week is, anybody have a calendar, what day of the week that is?
The 23rd.
It's the Friday, so the 24th.
The 24th. By the 24th, Yashra'al, okay, we need, okay, for any people, those of us that are going to Pesach, we need at least $75, okay, per person, because it's $115 per meal. And what this is going to help do now is secure the down payment and our commitment with the contract that we have now with this place here. This place holds 400 people, and we're looking to pack the whole place. All right, because we have other congregations that's also working with us to fill the place. But again, those of us that are interested in going, is going to be $115. We need $75 per person, okay, to hold your spot. And trust me, reservations are going fast. And I don't want anybody to miss out on this great event. So again, all right, everybody knows that the festivals are coming up, and what we're going to need now by the end of the second week in February, all monies must be in. Not like Sukkot. I can't work out a deal. I can't do no hustles or backdoor deals and anything like that because as Zakane, no, when we went out shopping, okay, things was tallying up like crazy. Zakar Yahoo, all right, and we had kind of taxed out on the money. So I came out of my pocket a lot. You tried it too. And Moray, we all came out of our pocket a lot to try to make these accommodations, all right? And another thing too now is that this event is very important. And this is, I hope this don't scare anybody. But being that we're under a contract, all right, make sure that you want to participate in Pesach because we can't get nobody's money back. Okay, we dealt with that a lot with brothers out of Indiana and all these other places that they listen, to change their minds. Because we're under a contract, okay, we can't do that. All right, so Maisha, she has anything else that she wants to bring to the attention. And some of the things, again, we'll be talking with Morey, and as I came, your Yashra'al a little bit more in detail, bring this information to Shoshana so that she can bring this out every single day. This is going out on Facebook, the whole 9 yards. So whatever it is that I missed, you can just go ahead and.
You did perfect. You didn't miss anything.
Well, yeah, well, the Facebook thing and the
yeah.
the cards
Okay.
and.
When we get it together, it's going to be this weekend. Before this weekend is out, I'm going to post things on Facebook, and I'm going to give you also the information since you're on Facebook too. Because we're going to use the PayPal account, and I went yesterday to get the card.
Okay.
So we're going to use the PayPal account, and then when we put that money on that card, then I just start paying the business so that they can have the money. Other than that, I don't have anything else to say. Cassava, I'm sorry.
Just before everyone leaves, please get with myself or Karan and give your cell phone number, your email, because we'll be sending you a lot of information as it pertains to the class, the upcoming festival, and sometimes we send lessons and documents that we get. So if you want any of that information, please make sure we have your email address and your phone number.
Okay. Any questions so far?
That I visited, I have word.
No.
All right, before we made that announcement to visitors, you have a question?
So, just put it out there. What's the color that we have to wear?
Oh, it's always white. White cotton.
Yeah, right.
Or linen, correct?
Or
Right.
linen.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
This time camps will be coming from all over again to Pesach?
Yes, exactly, and that's what we want to do, because we want to make sure that the congregation of Yashra'al, Baruch's congregation, Samah's congregation, Lamont's congregation, the Dad Yahu's congregation, Moshe's congregation, that's a lot of people there.
Yeah.
And we just want to make sure that everybody gets the opportunity in the congregations, because there are people that are not part of the congregation are already calling and they listen, you know what, we're ready to start sending our money in. And if that begins to happen, that's going to now, I don't want the congregation to now be able to listen, because some about, listen, you know what, I'm ready now. I'm like, what, you know what, there's no more seats available. And this is not going to be like Sukkot. Like Sukkot, you might have been able to stick a person here, stick a person there. They have the capacity. There's insurances that's involved. The fire department, all these things is involved here. So 400 is 400, not 401. You know, 400 is 400. We don't want anybody to miss out on this great. It's going to be a great Shabbat. We're talking about entertainment, okay? We're talking about big screen TVs, okay, where you're actually seeing me, but if you want to watch it on TV, you can even watch it on TV. This is how big we're going to do this. All right, we're talking about seating arrangements. You get to choose what you want as a second meal. I mean, the whole 9 yards. I mean, it's going to be huge.
You have the bitter herbs and
People have the bitter, I mean, that's the only thing that can.
Everything that we do on Pesach,
yeah.
they are going to accommodate everything we do. Me, Cassava, talked to the president of the company, and he lives in Texas. He said whatever it is that we need, because he says he's Jewish. Whatever it is that we need, he understands it, and he's going to make sure that we have it that day. So no worries about that situation.
Yeah, it's all going to be.
Did you send an email out where the place is and look at it?
Yeah,
Okay.
wait.
We want to wheel that back. Sukkot was a mess, and it was annoying to me. I'm not giving anybody any addresses to go see the place.
No, I'm saying online.
Oh, yeah,
you can see it online.
Yeah.
Because they're going to have specific instructions, and no instructions are going to be changed behind my back. They're only dealing with me, and I'm going to give them Moray's name and Kasada's name and Shia's name. So that if they need to discuss things with them and I'm not around, those are the people, the go-to people. That's it. I don't want any changes unless we have discussions. That's it. I don't mean to be mean, but that was something else. Supposed to be something else. So, Shia.
And just so you guys know, like for Sukkot, even though it almost turned into a royal mess from everybody just trying to do their own thing, the one thing I heard from everybody who was there was that they had a great time, and I'm going to be back next year because you guys know how to do it. You know, even though we thought, you know, some things were a mess. So that's to say, get in, get your money in, because if your spot is gone, you'll be hearing about what a great time we had.
Hallelujah.
And I think it was some trial and error with some code.
Yeah.
We learned from that as a
Right.
group, so it's working out where
Right.
people wanting to come back here,
Right,
so it's a good thing.
right.
It is. But we're not changing the place of receipt and this is it. It is what it is. Also, there was something else that I wanted to mention, and it just slipped my mind. I can't remember.
Their confirmation email on everything that you guys are putting in place, we do have an email on that for us, you know, they'll be sending like a contract, this is what we're giving you guys, that will be coming to you guys.
Yeah, we have a contract and everything, and this is totally different from what was happening at Sukkot, where, you know, we thought we had access to this building and said, no, this is something totally different. This is on a larger scale this year. This is much larger. But again, what we're going to be doing is that we're going to be giving Yashra'al a whole lot of information about reservations, emails, and things of that sort, how this is going to actually pan out, okay? Because again, we will be keeping in contact with everybody. We have an email, the place is called Ashton Gardens. You can look at the place online and everything. But what's happening now, again, there are rules to every single thing. There are rules, meaning that not everybody can call the president of the place. You know, there's particular people that he wants to deal with. That way, the information stays the same. But everybody's going to have access to how the place looks. And once myself, Moray, Rob Zakane, our Ishas get together, we're going to put some things together, bring it to the congregation. Everybody's involved. But what's happening now, again, is just that you don't need a whole lot of hands in the cookie jar. What's going to happen, like Moray has always said in the classes now, is that when the Morays get together, okay, and we make decisions, we're going to have to trust that the Father's actually working with the Morays, that we're not trying to lead or steal or do anything to beguile the congregation. That's not what we're doing. You know, because so we're asking for patience with this whole thing here. We've never dealt with this many people before. So, but it's going to all go smooth. It's going to all go smooth. No sister has to cook anything. Only thing you have to do is say, listen, you know what? I want that flower there. I want that curtain there. Put this here. Put that. That's all you have to do. You know, there's going to be no work and anything like that. So we'll talk more about that a little bit later on. So everybody's just only thing we're going to need now is security. And we're going to have our man back there, Zakaria, who's checking reservations. I mean, the little cards and stuff like that. Listen, you know what? Your name is not on the list. You know what? Hey, listen, you know, Kasada Bar or Zakane said, listen, you know what? I'm coming around the back door, everything is good. Nah, we're not doing that. Just there was, you know, well, who's that over there with the tent over there?
Actually, there's going to be security at the place.
Oh,
we do,
okay.
no, but yeah, we haven't, I don't know if he told you your job yet. But yeah, that's what you're going to, if you choose to accept it, that's what we would like for you to do, is to make sure that everybody on that list is actually supposed to be there, if you don't mind. So another thing too, like Sadaba said, Sukkot, people was at the last minute wanting to come. We're going to send out invitations. Cora's going to send out those invitations. That's why we need the email addresses, the name, the phone number, so that we can get RSVPs at a certain time. And once that's done, we're done. we all have to learn, and not the congregation of guests, and all of us, including myself, we have to learn how to do things orderly and on time. So if the invitation is not submitted at a certain time, we're not accepting any more invitations. The other thing that happened was, I talked to Lamar's son. Lamar's son, I don't know Lamar's son. I know his daughters, and there's 2 little ones, but I don't know what son you're talking about. He said that I can get in. Wait, no. We got a deadline. We're going to meet that. Once we meet that deadline, that's it. It's cut off. Especially when we met our members of 400 people, especially back then. So, any other questions?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, after everything is done, we all have to meet up, okay? All right. So, Lori, we're going to blow the shofar and prayer. The 2 guests, and I pray members are here today, and you can stand up, please, and introduce yourselves. We would gladly appreciate that.
Shabbat Shalom,
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
I'm Elia ben Israel. This is my wife, Kelly. And we wanted to come and visit you guys today. Grew up, put it on my spirit to come and fellowship with you today. Everything seemed to try to keep us from making it here. We went to every building but the right building. We enjoyed the service and glad that you guys allowed us to come.
Hallelujah.
Just a quick question, how did you find about this in the location?
Actually, Facebook.
Facebook, okay.
Actually,
I didn't know y'all were actually coming. If I'd known that, I would have gave you the number so that you can call.
It's okay. Between Facebook and then, of course, I went and looked on YouTube and started watching a couple of videos and trying to get a feel for, because as you know, there's a lot of foolishness out there, a lot of crazy
different
doctrines.
exactly.
As a matter of fact, I mean, even the love, the love that we're supposed to have for one another, it sometimes can be so disheartening. Because people are trying to do this with head knowledge and not by the Spirit.
Right, exactly, okay.
The Torah itself, I mean, we're talking about living water, but it can't do anything in you. The Spirit can't do anything. We don't have that in you, but you cannot do this thing by head knowledge. It just can't be done.
Sure.
So, with that, we congregate, or we meet with about 5 families, and came to church about 2 years ago. As a matter of fact, one person that it's mainly his family, because everybody he touched seemed to come into the truth after that, but he and I come into the truth about the same time. And so there's been a little inconsistency with meeting up on, Shabbat, things like that. So we wanted to also reach out because, again, we can't do this thing alone. We are a family. We're starting to wake up. We're noticing that a lot of people are waking up now. Of course, again, having to deal with all of the different personalities and, of course, the things that come with us. What's so funny is that even reading scripture now, knowing that this is us in that book, just watching some of the behaviors, we still do the same thing.
Yeah,
when you read about Moshe, when he killed the guy, and because the person had slept with his wife, and so he had pity on him, and he killed the guy, buried him. He comes back later, and then you have the 2 brothers arguing, and he's like, "What, you my master now, so to speak? What, you gonna kill me like you killed the other dudes?" So it is inherent that this thing is in our blood, and we should not be afraid of one another, nor should we be unwilling, like you were talking Christian church. That this is me over here, and unless you belong to me over here, you can't fellowship with the other person. That used to break my heart when we would go into a place to eat after church, and you've got everybody in there you know it's from somebody's church, but people would only speak to those where they were from.
Right.
And so I didn't leave, but we didn't leave what we consider bondage to go into bondage. We came to the truth to be free.
Right.
So I want to thank you for allowing us to be here again. We enjoyed the teaching.
Hallelujah, Mr. McCall, hallelujah. Mr. McCall, we're going to stand up and face the east. We're going to blow the shofar 7 times, and we're going to have Big Brother Moshe to end us with prayer, all right?
One more.
One more, all right. Pull up, can end it like that. Pull up. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Okay, we have Officer Moshe to end us with prayer on this 7th day.
Hallelujah. Dear Father, Abba Yahuwah Elohim, thank you for your set apart Shabbat. Thank you for bringing your people in together to be able to hear your word, to be able to disseminate it from the mores to the congregation. Also, I thank you for the understanding that these members, these people here in the congregation were able to get, as well as our visitors. Also, want to thank you for our coaches and sisters that have prepared a mighty eat for us. I thank you that it will be nourishing to our bodies. And I also pray for traveling verses as we go back to our respective homes and destinations. In your precious son, Yashra'al, Mashiach's name, we pray. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.